Was it hard to get hired in finance? And do you have some tips or strategies that you think work better in these kind of processes to stand out more than others?
Okay, so when I started to work in finance, it was back in 2016. And what happened is back in my university time, I would never network with anyone. I did not have a LinkedIn profile. I knew no one in the industry, and I would not even go to like networking events. I'm probably the worst person when it comes to this. And then I was like, okay, I need to find a job. I absolutely need to find it. And I kept like applying to different applications. And I was getting rejected to all of them. Like I was not even getting a call. And then what happened is that there was a career event. I went to that career event. It started at 10 a.m. I was the first one who went there, and there was a State Street company there. So I went up to the recruiter. I gave my resume, and that's it. I just gave my resume and I left. So I spoke to her for like 2 minutes. And after that, she called me. She was like, yeah, we really like your resume. We want you to come in for an interview. So I went for the interview. So the first process, the first step was the phone interview, and then I went for the actual in-person interview. I had the interview with my two managers, and then after 2 weeks, I got the call, and they told me I got the job. So for me, it was very exciting because I was not expecting it, and when I started working as an intern. So I was still at school while I was working. And then when it was time for me to graduate, I talked to my manager and I said, I need a full-time job. So I worked really hard to prove myself that I'm fit for the role. And then I became permanent in that role.
Okay. Was it too much of a hustle to work at State Street while studying at university, or not? Was it well balanced?
No, for me it was fine. So I was working full time Monday to Friday, and I had classes, I think, twice a week or something like that. So I would go to work in the morning, and then at 5 or 6, I would go to my classes, and then I would be done at 8, for instance.
Okay, okay. So all over YouTube, there are a lot of videos that talk about the recruitment process, for example, in the Big Four or in investment banking. How does the recruitment process work in State Street? And can you tell us a bit more how that works?
Okay, so from my experience, at least the one that I had in Montreal, I don't know how it is in other branches. I just had a phone interview with the HR person. She asked me like a few questions: what are my interests, what are my goals, and things like that. And then after that, you go for a second round of interviews. So you actually meet with the hiring managers, and they ask you a couple of questions like behavioral questions, situational questions. They ask you like typical standard questions such as tell me a little bit about yourself, or what do you see in 5 years. And that's how it ended. So it was literally the phone interview and the in-person interview, and that's it.